In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. To save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote. Just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
I'm not voting for Donald Trump because I think he's a perfect person. I'm not voting for Donald Trump because I think he's never made a mistake. I'm not voting for Trump because I think he's some kind of a holy man. I'm voting for Donald Trump because I remember how strong America was when he was in office. Because of how affordable everything was. Groceries, gas, rent, utilities, mortgages. Our economy was thriving, and our enemies cowered and ran. Trump was the first president of our lifetime to not start a new war. I'm also voting for Donald Trump because of the people who oppose him. The people who promise time and time again to make our lives better, but instead enrich themselves. The people who actively start new wars and force the American people to foot the bill. The people who scorned us for wanting to attend church and be with our families on the holidays, but allowed violent criminals to burn down our cities and even help bail them out of jail. I'm voting for Donald Trump because he doesn't have to do any of this. He could quit tomorrow, pack up his things, his family, and live his twilight years in luxury. I'm voting for Donald Trump because I love my country and my fellow citizens. We got 4 more days, America. Let's make our country great again.
Let me tell you one thing, we are not the same. Let me tell you the difference between a Democrat and a Republican. A Democrat is more concerned, more terrified, and scared because they claim that Donald J. Trump took away their rights. That's the only thing they're concerned about at the moment. We know it's not true. They know it's not true. They don't want to accept the truth. A Republican, all of us Republicans, we're more scared. We're more terrified, afraid, scared for our lives. And I say was because he's back now. We don't have a problem. We were more concerned about the open borders, the millions of illegal immigrants crossing over every single day into the United States of America illegally. And then, when the border was trying to be resecured by people, they were told by Biden and Harris, do not resecure the border, allowing even more illegal immigrants to cross over illegally. And those same illegal immigrants decided that they were going to take the lives of innocent people. We were more concerned about our military troops and their safety. We were more concerned about the fact that men are allowed in women's restrooms. That happened to my nephew and I. Guess what? A man followed us into the women's restroom. We were more concerned about the fact that trafficking is at an all-time high right now because of the open border. We were more concerned about the fact that millions of people couldn't even afford rent even though they're working more than 1, 2, 3 jobs. Couldn't afford rent, almost homeless. We were more concerned about the fact that millions of people couldn't even afford groceries. They were starving. We were more concerned about the fact that people couldn't afford gas to get to work, to get to anywhere, because it's so high. My list can go on and on. But the fact is, we are not the same. We are definitely not the same.
Why are you supporting Trump?
Because I love my country, because I'm from California and I know what Kamala is all about.
What do you think Kamala can do for our country that Trump can't?
She will continue the policies of Joseph Biden that create strong economy.
If he says he's going to do something, it's going to be done.
We are right now the envy of the world in the economic sense.
Under Trump, African Americans, the lowest unemployment under African Americans.
Low unemployment, low inflation. I don't know what else anyone could want.
I know Trump's going to win. If not, Americans are stupid. I feel sorry for this country.
Guys, today, let's take a step back in time. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. All credit goes to the creators in these videos. Guys, let's go back to the season before the 2024 US election. Let's go back to the season of debate. Let's go back to the season of promises, the season of decisions. A season where people were asking themselves, who should I vote for? Which of these leaders would shape my future? Guys, coming across all these videos, I just thought about it and I'm like, okay, let's just go back in time. In those days, the air was full of reasons. It was full of words. It was full of hopes. Many people, guys, said, I will vote for Trump because of the economy. I guess they looked at their bank accounts. They looked at the prices in the stores. They looked at their tanking businesses and they believed that the economy will be stronger. They hoped that under the new administration, the cost of food will drop. They hoped that the prices of gas would fall. They hoped that jobs will increase. They wanted a season whereby money will last longer in their hands, where they will buy so much, right, for just little dollars. And they felt that their families would breathe. Many people said the taxes are too high. He will cut them. He will make us, he will make it easier on us. And they feel that when Trump returns, he will lower taxes. He will let people keep more of their earnings. They're expected to see bigger paychecks, lighter burdens, fewer deduction, taking away the hard work, small work, and plenty money. They just imagine a life where they could save again, right? Where parents can provide freely for their children without the fear of falling into debt. And it was not just about money, right? Many of them spoke that they voted for, coming across all these videos, some of them said they voted because of their faith. Trump is a Christian. He widely said he's a Christian. He believes in God. He believes in the Bible. And for them, for that category of people, for the Christians, the vote was more than just dollars, more than just cents. It was about value. It was about identity. It was about the hope that, okay, their faith will be defended, right? And they believe that their way of life will be safe. Guys, so many reasons, so many things. And some people said because of immigration, the stance on immigration, border security, law and order, freedom, and all these reasons, guys, became the foundation of the vote. And the votes were made, the choices were made. Guys, fast forward. Let's keep watching these videos to see the reasons why they voted for Trump.
It's actually hilarious listening to Trump supporters say they're voting for Trump because they want lower taxes, when in reality, Kamala Harris is the only candidate that actually wants to lower taxes for over 100 million American citizens and won't raise taxes for anybody making less than $400,000 per year. Whereas Trump is only significantly lowering taxes for the top 5% of wealthiest Americans. Trump supporters either don't have an actual understanding of Trump's tax plan, or they think that Trump is going to make them millionaires overnight, but either way, they should know that Trump actually only has concepts of a plan for how he's going to magically improve our economy, which basically just includes putting extremely high tariffs on imported goods, and that would only make life more expensive for you and your family. Remember, this is the same guy who inherited Barack Obama's economy, took credit for it, and then destroyed it during his first term. The only thing impressive about Trump's economy is how he was able to add over $9 trillion to our national debt while simultaneously losing over 3 million American jobs. If Trump somehow becomes president again, we would be his 7th bankruptcy.
Who are you guys going to be voting for?
I'm going for Kamala Harris.
And what about you?
Trump.
Okay, so you want to vote for Donald Trump, she wants to vote for Kamala Harris. What makes you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
Because she'll be the first president, first black female president, and want to give her a chance. I think she can do it.
But when she says that, when she says, I want to give her a chance because she'll be the first female black president?
Yeah, I like that part, but our country doesn't need it just because she's the first of the first. We need somebody that's been in there and knows what they're doing. He's not a Pinocchio. Nobody's pulling the strings for him. He's more of Geppetto. He says what he wants to do and does what he wants to do. That's why I like Trump. Mm-hmm. And he's done more help for the community that I was raised up in. He's helped us with even the stimulus packages and all that. So that's why I'm more with Trump.
Okay, cool. And so it is a critical time right now. We have a lot of things going on in the world. We got World War III is on the brink, and the border is a mess, and inflation is all-time high. Do you think that having a first female black president is the most important thing for America right now?
When you say that, I don't think so. I think Trump will get the job done, because that's what he was working on when he was in there last time.
We just voted. Who we vote for?
Trump.
I personally don't like Trump. I'm not a fan of him.
But we voted for him.
We voted for him. And here's why. I heard someone say the other day that Election Day is not Valentine's Day. You're not voting for someone if you like them personally, if you like all the decisions they made. But we decided to vote for the one candidate that acknowledges our king, right? When you hear somebody say Christ is king at a meeting and one candidate said wrong meeting, red flags to me.
Very clear.
And so Trump is not a perfect person. I actually personally don't even care for him, but I do know that he acknowledges Jesus Christ, and because of that, our values and our morals, that's what matters to us. The economy is going to always be jacked up. Housing is going to always be jacked up. So what's going on in this crime is always going to be jacked up. But more importantly, I wanted to stand with someone that acknowledges that Jesus.
I'm black, I'm gay, and I'm voting for Donald Trump in 2024. This is why. First of all, to those MAGA weirdos that harassed me at that Phoenix event, we'll get to you. But first of all, the reason that I'm voting for Trump in 2024 is because of the economy. He had built the greatest economy that the world had ever seen, and then it was destroyed by Joe Biden. Secondly, illegal immigration. This country cannot take the amount of illegal immigration that it has gotten over the past 4 years. We have gotten upwards of 10 million illegal immigrants that has come into this country over the past 4 years. Third of all, I'm a veteran. I'm a decorated Iraq War veteran, Operation Iraqi Freedom. I served with the 4th Infantry Division. You can Google me. The pullout of Afghanistan was one of the most disastrous things I've ever seen. Not only was it sloppy, not only did it take the lives of 12 or 13 American soldiers, but it also left Afghanistan under the control of the Taliban, who have access to billions of dollars of U.S. grade military equipment. It was an absolute disaster. Trump is the only one that is going to turn around the absolute nightmare that this country has turned into. It doesn't matter that I'm black. It doesn't matter that I'm gay. These things do not matter when it comes to how I vote, because my choice is Trump 2024. Deal with it.
As a Hispanic woman, a mother, and a business owner who's deeply concerned for our economy, let me be real with you. Abortion is not the #1 issue this election. It's about our survival and the future of our children. I'll be voting for Donald Trump, and let me tell you why. As a business owner, I've seen firsthand what happens to our economy when it crumbles. Right now, we need leadership that knows how to rebuild. We need someone who understands the power of financial growth, job creation, and who's going to fight for the American worker, regardless of gender. Trump has policies that strengthen small businesses like mine. And as a mother, I want to know that my children are growing up in a country where hard work is rewarded, and that they aren't shackled by an economy that's on the brink. Let's be honest, when families can't afford to put food on the table, that affects all of us, especially women. Being pro-women does not mean focusing on one issue. It means making sure we have opportunities and stability, and the freedom to pursue our dreams without drowning in government red tape and failing policies. And that's why Trump is my choice. He's shown he values strong, independent women who take charge of their future. And that's exactly who I am. A woman ready to fight for my future and for America to be great again. Please repost this video if you're a woman who's also ready to fight to take our country back for our families, for our children, for our futures. And God bless America, because these next 14 days are about to be wild.
Like the tax cuts that he's proposed for businesses that are already paying a lot in taxes. And I think he's a real candidate that is behind hardworking Americans and blue-collar workers.
I voted for Donald Trump today, and I voted for him because the last 4 years weren't really great with the border, with inflation, with foreign policy.
I didn't like paying $5 per gallon at one point. Still up 50%. Groceries are up. Rent is up. Pretty much everything's up. Wages are down. And then, Kamala Harris, when she was asked, what would you do differently? She said, nothing.
I think he's going to straighten out the economy, the inflation, straighten out the border, almost everything. I don't think she's qualified. There's a lot of things about Trump I don't like the way but I like his policies.
What brought you out to vote for former President Trump here today?
The economy, more than anything. I think it's going to be pretty close in this county.
Are you nervous about the former president's chances out here today?
A little.
Why is that?
I'm pretty confident that from what I see except in the city. So that's where most of the votes are.
He was able to go on many interviews and put himself up front without a script. He was thinking off the top of his head with every single interview he had. I get a sense of strength in him. He's very keep America together.
Realize how Trump won, right? It's not because of all the reasons they said. It's because of this.
If you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true.
He went full Pedro. No taxes on tips, no overtime. He's going to close the border. He's going to make the greatest economy that's ever existed. He's going to end the war in Ukraine. He's going to end the war in the Middle East. He's going to cut $2 trillion in federal spending while balancing the budget and growing the economy. He's going to stop World War III, replace Obamacare, and cut energy prices in half in one term. He's just the kid running for class president who promises you whatever you want. We're like he wants to be an authoritarian dictator. And they're like, yeah, but he said that he was going to get Wayne Gretzky to be our hockey coach. We're like, he attacks women and gets away with it. And they're like, yeah, but he said he was going to put a new vending machine in every classroom. We're like, he lies about everything. And they're like, yeah, but I still want to chance it for Gushers for lunch every day. Back when Republicans were the party of responsibility, this didn't work. But MAGAs are the people who voted for that kid as class president. The only fix is to let them all get burned. But we have to get burned.
Looks like a classic case of FAFO, guys. It's not yet a year into this administration, and many things have happened. So many things have happened in less than 12 months. And let's just fast forward and look at yesterday's promises and today's reality, right? Yeah, some people will say, oh, he still has 4 years, this and that. Let me ask this question. Has the economy become what many imagined? Right? The cost of living is still high. Grocery prices are still high. People are complaining every day. Gas prices rise and fall. Rent, that's the worst part of it. Rent and housing costs way down. The big beautiful bill. Healthcare, taxes. And there were all these promises of cuts, of fairness, and ordinary families that felt they were going to feel a lighter burden are just feeling the heat. And many of them are still waiting for relief. Many of them are saying that the cuts are helping the rich and the powerful more than it is helping the ordinary family and the working class families struggling to make ends meet. And people are saying that, okay, the Christians that actually voted because of faith, did the promises that he spoke of so loudly before the election, is it becoming a reality? Right? And do the families feel that their Christian values are stronger today than yesterday? Or do they feel that politics use their faith for votes, guys? And this is just the art of the throwback. This is a chance to look at the gap between what was said and what is happening now, the reality on ground, between the promises of the campaign and the reality. Guys, are you happy with your votes? Because when you go to the store, right, when you want to pay for your groceries, when you want to pay for gas, when you sit down at the end of the month to actually look at your bills, what does your heart tell you? Are you like, I should have done differently? Or are you like, oh, well, we still have 4 years, let's see how it goes? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is just a reflection video. Let me know what you think. I really want to hear from you. And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.